Andy, would you like to expand on how geothermal is different from solar and wind energy?
Absolutely. I understand I only have a short amount of time, but I think the most important thing about geothermal energy is the fact that it is the greenest of energy sources. We don't rely on any exotic minerals, for example, which is something that both wind and solar do. We also have a very, very small physical footprint. If you want to build a wind or a solar farm, then they are going to take up very, very large areas of land, whereas a geothermal well is drilled and then it's completed and a production facility goes on the top to produce either heating and cooling or cooling and electricity. And that can have a very, very small footprint indeed, the size of a domestic building. So that's one of the main differences. I think that that really the fact that it can be provided anywhere is also very important. Anywhere you have an industry or a domestic residential population, we can create a product for either of those things. So yeah, in my view, of course, which is biased, it's a very beneficial energy source.
I think just to add to that, Andy, as well, is the geothermal provides certain baseload elements to the energy mix, which are a lot more challenging for wind and solar. But actually, also, we shouldn't be putting one energy against another energy in this process. Solar, wind, geothermal, they all have their benefits, and I think it's more about using the right application for the right purpose. And where geothermal is significantly different in many respects is it's not just about power, it's also about using heat, which can then be used for things like cooling and other byproducts and other things that can come off the geothermal cascade. And that's really what CeraPhi is about, is really looking at the energy mix from geothermal and not just looking at the application of electricity, which we can get from other sources of renewables.